My friends entered the house that Oliver lives in, the place where the 8 friends died in a month ago, and the 22 friends walked inside the mansion looking for the 8 friends that died in the mansion. Okay, let's split up into groups of 11 and look for them, Toadette said. I'll take Toadette, Princess Daisy, Rosalina, Luma, Toadsworth, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Cranky Kong, and Funky Kong, Toad said. And I will take Blaze, Charmy, Espio, Victor, Cream, Cheese, Shadow, Omega, Rouge, and Big, Silver said. Why do we do that? When we're all right here, Oliver came out in the shadows and said. What did you do to them? Princess Daisy asked in anger. Oh, I just wanted to do some experience that they went terribly wrong, Oliver said in a sinister tone. You gotta be lying. Tell me the truth, Rosalina said while tears ran down her face. Oh, please, you are all fools. I made an experiment a long time ago that caused an outbreak back in London, England, because people bullied me. It called me a freak in a lab when I was working in. So I caused a zombie outbreak and brought them here, and now they are good servants and they kill intruders they see in the house, Oliver explained. But Mario and Luigi wouldn't bully or call you a freak, Toadsworth said. Neither would Yoshi, Peach, said Donkey Kong, and heck, Sonic and Tails would never do such things. Those things either, Charmy said. Neither would Knuckles and Amy, Espio said. They have earned a private property, so I tricked them into coming here thinking they would stay the night and let the zombies do their thing and kill them, Oliver said. So have fun dying, zombies. Get them. Of course, Oliver continued. As the zombies walked towards the heroes, the doors burst open and revealed the first 3 people, with a male hedgehog with a machine gun. Of course, there was another one was a female hedgehog with a pistol, and the final one was a very tall, strong robot hedgehog with medical supplies. Okay, do not fear me. We are here to save you and capture you, Oliver. Find a cure to this mess, the male hedgehog said. What makes you think you can catch me when I'm up here? You're all down here with the zombies, so you can't get me, Oliver said. Okay, my name is Winston the Hedgehog, and my wife's name is Mistletoe the Hedgehog. And of course, the robot is a medical robot hedgehog. And everyone get behind me and Mistletoe, let's get violent, Winston explained. As Winston and Mistletoe shot a bunch of zombies, they ran into a room where they found a cure that turned the zombies back to normal. Okay, me and Mistletoe found a cure. How do we use it? Asked Winston. Fools, I'm not going to tell you how to use the cure, Oliver said in anger. We'll just see how it works, Mistletoe said as she threw it into the ground, breaking it and leaving a huge cloud of purple smoke. No! You fooled my plans, Oliver said in defeat as the purple smoke occurred and, of course, turned the 8 friends and the other zombies back to normal. We finally caught you, Oliver, after all these years, Mistletoe said. Now we must turn you in. I believe the police would be pleased to see you in jail, Heavy said. And what about us? Mario asked. Well, you guys were bit and turned to zombies, Diddy Kong replied. And we've got very worried about you guys, seeing it was a month since you guys have gone missing, Victor said. But at least we saved you guys, and we can all go home and safe and sound, Diddy Kong said. Dixie Kong said. But I wonder what the prison they're taking him in, Cream asked. They're probably going to take him to a prison in London, England, because that's where the cause of zombie outbreak, Shadow said. I mostly certainly agree, Cranky Kong said. What are we waiting for? We found Mario, Sonic, and the others. Let's go home, said Omega. Well, maybe we should rather order a pizza and then go home, Funky Kong said. That would be such a great idea, Rouge replied. We will be heading off home, and we will not be coming back to this nightmarish house, Big said. As the friends walked back home from their house that Oliver lived in, rolled by Hero Skillet played, I was pretty shocked to hear the songs by Skillet and from the game from Sario and Mario, while I listened to the bands like Linkin Park, Evanescence, Green Day, and others. I still like the music Skillet made, though, and as I watched the credits roll for myself, this wasn't so much of a bad of a game after all, even though I was expecting to be more like Luigi's Mansion type game. As I put the game back in the case on my shelf, I went to sleep that night. At least one of my thoughts in my head were right, like there could be more characters and there could be a cure to the heroes. And I will also have no other fear to worry about Mario and Sonic adventures through the dead house. And that, my little pretties, was the Mario and Sonic Adventures Through the Dead House, The Nightmare Ends, or Part 3 of the Through the Dead House. A Mario and Sonic game, creepypasta, written by Mario and Sonic fan. Mario and Sonic fan, I want to thank you so much for the story. Now, what are my final thoughts on this story? Well, I really could definitely say that I really like the third part. It's a really good third part to the end of the series, which I could definitely say that this story was actually pretty good. Now, I did notice there were a few grammar errors, part way for the story, so it was one of the reasons why I kind of stuttered a bit when it came to, reading this. But other than that, this story was actually very well done, and I was really surprised that this story actually had a lot of time and effort into it. What I can definitely say is that the second part was pretty good. And even though I did say that I didn't like the first part, well, mainly because of the grammar errors and all that, which I might consider rereading it, but, But I could definitely say that this story was actually pretty good in a matter of ways. Like, I could definitely say there was a lot of time and effort into the story. And that's a very good thing when it comes to the story, is that there was a lot of time and effort into it. And I'm really impressed that this story actually did pretty good, as the story itself was actually very well made, and I actually found this one to be rather enjoyable. Now, I did say that there were a few grammatical errors, but they could be fixed. It's not a big deal. But I could definitely say that this story was actually really amazing and really well done. And that's a very good positive with the story, was that there was a lot of time and effort into the story. And I can definitely say there was definitely lots of time and effort into it. But here's the one thing I can definitely say that I really appreciate was the good grammar, the storyline of how the episode went out, and even the whole concept. Yet I did notice there might have been one or two cliches that I do notice that they were in there, but I'm willing to excuse that because this story actually did play out very well, and it's actually a really great concept. That's actually something I'm going to definitely say, was that it's actually very believable. That a Sonic and Mario game would do something like this. Now, I do know some games would get, backlash or anything like that, but I'm going to definitely say right now is that, this story itself was actually pretty good in a matter of ways. Now, however, though, it's just a really good story. I could definitely say that right now. But other than that, this story was actually very well done, and there was like a great concept when it comes to this. Now, however, I did spot, here's one thing I would do to make the story better is I can't honestly say much, but I could definitely say that the story could have, a little more, added to it. Like, the story is good, don't get me wrong, but the story could just use a little bit more, could use some more information and more feel to the story. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the story, but I could definitely say that the grammatical errors and I think a few punctuation errors I did spot in the story needs to be fixed up a little bit. But then other than that, the story was obviously really well done, and it was a lot of time and effort into it. So yeah, I could definitely say you definitely took your time there, Mario and Sonic fan. You actually did a really good job with the story. So that is a big plus that I can definitely give to this story. This story was really well done and really well made, and I could definitely say you did a really awesome job with this story. So I'm going to say right now, this is simply my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these curry pastas, and this is simply my own personal thoughts. Now, my final no rating of this story would have to be I'm going to give this one a 8.5 out of 10. Simply 8.5 out of 10 because the grammatical errors and the punctuation errors just need to be fixed up a bit. But then other than that, and there could have been a little bit more added to the story. But other than that, the story was actually very well done, and it was really well made. That I can definitely say what I liked about this story. But other than that, the story was actually really well done. Now, I know I didn't like the first part because there were some cliches, but in a matter of way, the second part got better, and this part, I'm glad there was a lot of improvement as it went on. Now, Mario and Sonic fan, you did a really good job with this story. I'm definitely going to say, I hope you continue to make more stories, and I will get to reading more stories in the near future. Now, with that said, I will say that right now. What are you guys' thoughts on this story? Did you all like it? Did you not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this story a lot better, leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you're brand new here to this channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell when I upload so you guys will not miss an upload. And like always, please roll the outro because I'm out of here. And I will be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out, and I'll check you all out later.